Last week I published a piece under the subtitle Soul Teachers. Blogs under this subtitle will focus on an individual's impact upon their community for good or for bad. I looked at William Paul Young, who wrote The Shack. Starting with this post, I'm introducing a second type of blog. These will be published under the subtitle How to Tie a Tie, my upcoming memoir. They are actually cuts, sections or chapters I didn't have room to put in the manuscript for space or story structure reasons. I'll vary between these two types of blogs. So why did I slice this piece from my memoir? I chose to cut The Scent of Fear primarily because it hits the same beat I explore in my Zorro chapter. A young boy struggling to come to grips with the fears and horrors of the larger world and overcoming those fears. The Scent of Fear also has a time problem. In a book as chronological as How to Tie a Tie, where do I place it? My inspiration for the piece, the memory that inspired it, was being a little kid, tearing across my neighbor's lawn with that horribly big bulldog nipping at my heels. That's what I remembered. That's where this piece started. But connected to that memory was the reason I was running. I wanted to watch television at my neighbor's place, but when I thought of the shows I watched, I remembered Charlie's Angels, Wonder Woman, The Dukes of Hazzard. Then I checked my story. Turns out all those shows took place in the mid to late 1970s. I was well into my teens at that point. What's a memoirist to do? So I collapsed the two stories. One, overcoming my fear of the neighbor dog, a child's battle, which is really funny to me in reflection. And two, being exposed to shows that for an Amish Mennonite kid were pretty racy. I wanted this to be a fairly light piece. Yes, this is a serious issue, a child's fascination with the world, but it's also pretty funny. An Amish Mennonite kid raised in a very protected world, an innocent who's sneaking away to watch racy television shows, and all the while lying through his teeth in order to do it. But what kid hasn't done that? Like, whether or not you're Amish or mainstream Methodist, or even atheist, every kid wants what you can't get. And it's mom and dad's job to keep them safe, in this case, from the dangers of the world. That's the conflict that fascinated me when I wrote this piece. This is Stephen L. Denlinger. Thanks for listening.